we gonna walk through it. This will be the day I will get to know you. I wanna get to know you, let me get to know you now. I wanna get to know you, let me get to know you now. Let me shine a light on you. Tell me that you want me to. Show me that your love is true. Let me shine a light on you. Ando para mí no tardo. Ando me sebe mi no tardo. Ando me debe mi no tardo. I don't do my say. I don't do my say. Tell me anything, there's another you. I don't do my say. Thicker in the dark, I'm your interview. Ando me debe mi. That's the way to hide, those we gonna walk through. I don't do my say. This will be the day I will get to know you. Let me shine a light on you. Tell me that you want me to. Show me that your love is true. Let me shine a light on you. Let me shine a light on you. Tell me that you want me to. Show me that your love is true. Let me shine a light on you.
Alrighty, folks. We are live for games 1 through 4 of the League Championship Series. Oh, fuck. It is labeled round 3. I should fix that. We'll get back to that another time. We've got the ALCS and the NLCS ready to go. The Montreal Expos knocked off the number 1 seed Rays in 6 in a huge upset. And the Tigers took down the Twins in 6 as well. That series was not that close in the games that the Tigers won. To be honest. They were really electric with their offense. Both of these two teams have 88 wins on the season to get them here. So this will be interesting. They're not a top team. I mean, I guess the Tigers are technically the 2 seed, but they really kind of snuck in here. Were the Tigers 88 wins? Yeah, they were. Yeah. Besides from the Rays, nobody else really was looking like a favorite coming out of the AL, and the Tigers have looked good through their first series. Over in the NL, we've got the Pirates facing off against the Cubs. The Cubs were the 2 seed. They are the last 90-win team remaining with 93 wins on the season, and I believe the Pirates had 87 or 88. 88. So we've got 3 88-win teams here and 1 93-win team. Let's look at how they fared against each other in the regular season. The Expos were not good against the Tigers, that I can tell you. 2-6 on the regular season. They don't score a lot of runs. They also don't give up many. The Tigers, on the other hand, 3rd in the AL in runs scored with 788, and 5th in the AL in runs against was 713. Tigers made 2 big moves at the deadline. They acquired 2 guys from the Expos, that being Kevin Williams, the big bat for the Tigers, and Ashton Edwards, the captain, to front their rotation. It looks like Ashton Edwards is actually going to be starting for them. So he will get at least 1, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, 2 games against. But it will seed. The Tigers good both home and on the road. The Expos pretty mediocre on the road, good at home. So it's an uphill battle if you're an Expos fan here. Over in the NL, the Pirates were 3-5 against the Cubs, so pretty even on the year. 4th in runs scored in the NL, 6th in runs against. Great at home. Oh my God, 55-26. They're a legendary team at home. And very underwhelming on the road. So if we want to talk about uphill battles, and that is one that we have got to talk about. Whereas Cubs played close to 500 at home, but were great on the road. They do have home field advantage, so we will see how that shapes up. The Pirates have been good all the way through the playoffs, whether it has been home or away. They knocked off the Brewers in 5 as the low seed. And the same thing as in the wild card with the Braves. So that home field disadvantage, or that road record disadvantage, sorry, that the Pirates flexed during the regular season isn't really coming out in the playoffs here. They have been good. Johnny Walker has been a absolute beast for them. He took the wild card in both the first 2 rounds. The series MVP in the wild card and in the divisional. He has been on an absolute heater. So this will be good. Let us jump into the games. Let me save this bad boy up. And we will jump right into the games here. I've got the start times pretty close. I think they're like separated by an hour and a half, so we can give each a little bit of flexibility to just zone in on those. But let's get this going. Where was it? In game. Here we go. It looks a little miffed with all the empty space. It'll be better if we've got more games going on, but fuck it. We're gonna roll with it. So top of the first, let's get this to 40. We'll kind of slow roll it to start and see what happens. 2 outs, 1 man on. Johnny Walker, the guy that we talked about, doesn't get nothing. Felix Otero, clean inning for him for the most part. Less 1 hit. And a quick 1-2-3 for Lorenzo Soto, the Pittsburgh ace. And there's a solo home run to start us off. Tony Viveros, I've seen his name a lot this postseason. He has been very, very good for the Pirates. He will open the scoring on the road at Wrigley. Stats plus up. Go. Yeah. Panicked for a second. And our other game is going. We have a start in Detroit. Still 1-0 for Pittsburgh. They have the only 2 hits of the game. Chicago looking for their first hit for their first base runner, I believe. That's a leadoff double. And a double from Jimmy Boyce brings home Coleman to make it 1-0. Montreal strikes first. That's both road teams. Only 1 out and runners on the corners there. 2 men aboard with 2 outs for Pittsburgh. Bill Jensen sac fly brings home Boyce. Holy shit. And Montreal is up 2-0. Oh, sorry, 2-1. Billy Guerrero with a solo shot. Thank God. I can't be winning this shit in the first year. Kevin Williams, the former Expo, he walks. And Devin Austin is looking like he's in trouble. He's issued 2 walks this inning now. He gets Jonathan Clark to strike out, but Velasquez is up and he strikes out as well. Montreal stays clean. Besides, well, they don't stay clean. They gave up a run. What am I talking about? I'm new to this shit. You gotta give me a break. I'm trying my best. Wyatt Hill walk. 3 hits for Pittsburgh and nothing for Chicago. That is Lorenzo Soto with 5 no-hit innings now. Pitching an absolute gem. How far will he get into this game? Hopefully we don't have any pitch counts on him if he stays like this. Back up for the 6th. He's got 7 Ks right now. And he stays clean. I don't know how. 6 no-hit innings for the man. Felix Otero has also gone 6. And honestly, he's been pretty good. He's only given up 3 hits, 1 run. He does walk his second batter of the evening. And Jonathan Allen makes him pay for it. That's a 2-run home run. Pittsburgh's up 3-0 now. Paul Hader doubles, and this onslaught continues. Pittsburgh is now up 4-0 here in the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 5th in Detroit, we've got a 1-run game. Detroit's only hit has led to a run. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Can Tony Viveros keep his hot streak going? Bring home more runs? He cannot, but John Navarro did single home Paul Hader to make it 5-0. Soto gives up his first hit of the game here in the bottom of the 7th. A single, which then led to a stolen base. And now a Javier Ortiz 2-run shot makes it 5-2. It might be time to get Lorenzo Soto out of here. He lasted 6 2/3. A Donald Depew single, we missed that over in the Detroit-Montreal game, brings in Jimmy Boyce. David Blanchard into the game for the Expos. He has been very hit or miss this second half of the season. We're at 40. I might slow this down to 20. 2 men aboard. Ray Sawyer hit by the pitch. Wyatt Hall is up. You're getting to the gut of the order here in Montreal. That is bases loaded. Nobody out for Miguel Hernandez? Marco Hernandez. And a Dan Wood single scores Billy Jensen. And it's 4-1 for Montreal. Chicago's got runners on first and second. 2 outs here. Ricardo Padilla. Yes, Ricardo Padilla. Can he bring them home? Rich Saldana scored 2 more. And Chicago gets nothing. Top of the 9th. Pittsburgh leads by 3. Will that be enough? They don't have to face Phil Mount in the 9th. Paul Hader caught stealing on the first out. John Navarro with a solo home run to make it a salami spread. It is 6-2 here in the top of the 9th. All right, Chicago down to the final 3 outs. Detroit's got 2 aboard here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners on first and second, only 1 out. Clark strikes out. It's now Henry Velasquez. 0 for 2 on the day. Uh-oh. First man is on third. Phil Mount pops out. And that's a final in Chicago. Pittsburgh takes game 1 on the road. 6-2. Alicia McDuffie collects the save. 3 home runs from Pittsburgh on the day. Bottom of the 8th for Detroit. They need to start scoring and quick. They do get a Ben Dunn double. That's the catcher there. Jeremy Converse up. He flies out. Billy Guerrero holds the home run on the day. The only score. And he reaches on an error and Dunn scores. What the fuck? Why is he on second? Kevin Williams hits a 2-run bomb and it's 6-4. Oh, fuck. We have a game, fellas. Charlie Ferguson is into the game for Montreal. He's been pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Matt Dimmon's at the plate. Can't get anything. He grounds out. But it is now 6-4. So Detroit has life here. Montreal looking for insurance runs. Dan Woods is up. He walks. Mark Hansen comes into the game to pitch hit for the lefty, Jeremy Roser. Joe Roser. I gotta learn these first names, man. I only know my own team's first names. He grounds into a fielder's choice. All right. David Santamaria grounds out. We get pinch hitter Kevin Vitale into the game. I think he's a catcher. Yeah, he is. To face Ken Wade. Wade walks him. Will this be Wade's first blown save of the playoffs? Browns out, but Harry... Oh, and that's a final. Montreal, both road teams, both under seeds. Take game one. Who do we got for players of the day here? Your number one performer of the day, no doubt. Lorenzo Soto. Devin Austin, who went 5 2/3, and then Ashton Edwards. So 3 pitchers. Yeah, good day for pitching, I'll say. Okay, let's save this bad boy up and then get to game 2. I'm honestly nervous to win. I can't let this shit happen, man. Finish today. Okay. Start real time. Oh, should I add text? Ooh, how do I add it? Text. Text. Shit. No. Get this the fuck off my screen. Chicago, first to strike. Fuck is this so big? It works the opposite when you try to resize it. 3-0 Chicago in the bottom of the first. Jaden Wilson, disaster class right now. He's given up 5 hits. I don't want this here. I want this elsewhere, but we will put it there for now. How did they do it? Salvador Garza, Ricardo Padilla on a double. Javier Ortiz grounded into a field choice, which scored Garza. And then Scott Walker singled, which brought in Ortiz. Pittsburgh coming right back here. First 2 men aboard. Jonathan Good, he can't do anything. Tony Viveras. Josh Good, god damn it, not Jonathan. Viveros. He continues. It's 1-3 now. Still men on first and second. Our game in Detroit has started. And it's 3-3. Paul Hader triples, which brings in Gregory and Viveros. It's now 4-3. John Navarro single brings in Hader. Oh my god, the second inning. Dan Napper, the guy on the mound that you want to see if you are the Cubs. Bases are now loaded. There's 2 outs, but Walker... Ooh, and he gets him to strike out. That is dicey. We're midway through the second, and we've already got 12 hits on the board in Pittsburgh, Chicago. We're going to keep it at 20. I like this. Ricardo Padilla doubles. Makes it easier for me. Too much shit happens otherwise. A Randy Gregory single. They're now up to 8 hits on the game. Top of the third. Another single by Josh Gooden. Tony Viveros is back up. Pittsburgh. Zach Miller. They get nothing out of it after the first 2 aboard. Meanwhile, nothing happening in Detroit, Montreal. All the fun's happening over in the NL. Albert makes it to third somehow off of a single. And it's 4-4. Scott Walker doubles, which brings in... Oh, he must have gotten out. Okay, because that was Ortiz who scored. Albert must have... There must have been a running error or something. He must have gone for second. Thrown out. I don't know how both games are in the top of the fourth. They started an hour apart. But we've got 18 hits in one game and we've got 3 in the other. 4-4 and 0-0 are scores, respectively. Ricardo Padilla walks. That brings Nazir Thomas to second, and Pittsburgh has no outs. Jaden Wilson has got to get to work. He does strike out Salvador Garza. But Phil Mount doubles, which brings in Thomas, and then a sac fly brings in Padilla. We are now 6-4 for the Cubs. Jeremy Converse singles to start the bottom of the fourth, and Billy Guerrero walks. Matt Bertner is in trouble here. Matt Bertner is in trouble. The bases are loaded after a Kevin Williams walk. There are no outs. And Matt Nimmons with a single brings in 2. And it is now 2-0 Detroit. It's 3-0 now. Jonathan Clark doubles, which brings home Williams. We still got 1 out with runners on second and third. First and second, 1 out over in Chicago for Pittsburgh. Harry Velasquez strikes out. Tyler Gilson does as well, and Matt Bertner is leaky in the fourth. Gives up 3. Santiago Vidal in for a second inning of work. He has 3 Ks in 1 1/3 innings. Runner on third, 2 outs. Bill Jensen at the plate. He strikes out. Detroit maintains their 3-0 lead. Little bit of a lull in action. Matt Bertner stays in the game. He's given up 3, but he's got 6 Ks. Will he last 5? He does. Javier Rivera stays in the game. He has been brilliant for Detroit. Wait, John Allen hits a 2-run home run. Pittsburgh ties it up in the top of the 6th. 12 hits apiece in that one.